Hello friends, I'm putting this message at the beginning of each one of my videos because it is very important. Next Tuesday, which is May 5th, is going to be your expedition final turn-in day. So while you are working on another picture of your expedition today, on Tuesday I'm going to need you to turn in your final expedition. So over the weekend, and on Monday, and on Tuesday, if you have any time that you want to work on your artwork, your expedition piece, that's a great time to do it. It's going to need to be turned in to me Tuesday, no later than midnight. Anything that gets turned in to me on Wednesday, I'm afraid will be too late. So, thank you. I appreciate it. You should be able to see in your daily sheets where to turn in your artwork. It's the same Google Drive that you've been using. And again, if you have any problems or you can't put it into the Google, you can certainly email me at afranz, F-R-A-N-Z, at amanaacademy.org. Thanks. Hey 5th grade, ready for an art lesson with your friendly neighborhood art teacher? Today's not going to be a very long one because a lot of the work is going to be on you. So let's look at what we are working on, what we're doing. Before we begin, you will need your silhouettes that you've been drawing. So any of the silhouettes that you have, even if you need to trace it again, that's fine. You'll need paper, lined printing paper is fine, pencil and eraser, and some kind of coloring supplies. Crayons, markers, color pencils, whatever you got. Your guiding questions. What makes Changemaker and how can we create societal change? How can I affect the change in the present? How has Amanda prepared me to be the change in the future? Learning grade. Your learning targets. I can think about myself. I can come up with a lot of things that I'm interested in, and I can practice my art multiple times. You have had to do your art a few times now. Let me turn on my document and there we go. So you should have a silhouette done and ready for you, about you. So I've drawn myself here. For those of you who are probably thinking, yes, you can totally add your glasses. Yeah, you should have stuff on there that makes it clear that it's you. So I've got me from the side, I've got my glasses, I've got my ponytail, since I don't normally wear my hair down. So the last time you were working on coming up with things that you like, that are about you, things that make up you. So today, your process is to fill this whole thing up with it. Don't just put a few things around it. Start at the top, go down. If you want, do the things that are really important to you up at the top and make them big. Then, in spaces where you have smaller spaces, draw something that might not be as big to you. So, some of the things that I could start with is I'm just going to go ahead and start off by drawing Paws, like you can just hear one of my dogs who's just woken up from his nap and just shook off his sleepiness. So then I can also draw other things inside of it, like I could put their names. So they're pretty big. I can do other things for dogs too. I can add, I can actually draw a little face of theirs. Make it look like so I can draw them. I also, a very big part of me is books. I love to read, as you can probably see all the books behind me. So I've got lots of books that I can draw. I can write with it. I am also pretty big into computers and gaming, so I can draw a computer with a mouse. Make that look more like a keyboard. And I'm just going to keep filling up and trying to go all the way down. Yes, you can also use words. I don't suggest you use a lot of them because then it starts to take away from your art part. But, like, I can try and put, well, you might get this one. So it was only about a year ago that I got married, so That's an important part of mine, so I'm going to fix that because I won't see part of that. So I'm going to draw, looks like 2 wedding rings put together, but I could also do underneath it, I could write bigger words. I could write family. Figure it out. Try and squish in some little things. So let's say that I'm going to add in some other stuff. So also because I'm a teacher, a lot of things that people, or something that people often associate with teachers are, you know, an apple. So I can draw another apple in there. I do, let's see, I can try and put Crayola crayons, although that's really small and I probably should make that a lot bigger because Crayola crayons are actually pretty important. Or crayons tend to be pretty reflective of art. But I can try and fill up another little spots around it. So then, what's something else? Oh, I can draw a dog food bowl with lots of their food in it. Because goodness knows half of what I do each day is feed these little guys. I'm going to say hi, Rebel. No, can I get you on the... Yeah. So, anyway, what you're working on is filling up your silhouette with you. What are the things that you came up with? What are some ways that you can represent yourself? Just start at the top and go all the way down. This is why I said it's good to have a lot of things to work with. The more you have, the more you have to fill up. In fact, get down, like try and put the really important things up at the top and run out of spaces or run out of things as you go down, and you can think that maybe those are not as much or not as big to you, or make them smaller. Fill up that head. Got it? Fill it up. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and spend the next 30 minutes trying to fill up the whole head because that would be boring to watch. So that kind of makes it easy. Your targets today are to let my friends change that so it's to the right thing. There we go. You are going to figure out how to draw and visually represent the things that you wrote down on your list on Tuesday. You want to have too many things. You will be easier to fill up your head when we get to start drawing. And then at the reflection, somewhere on your paper, write me a short sentence about what you think was the most important, or how could you figure out how to show some things were most important in your head. So what I want to see is at least one drawn. You don't have to have it fully colored, but I need to see drawn silhouettes. All right? If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can always email me. I'm at afrans@amandaacademy.org. Your turn-in folder is right there, but it'll also be on your daily sheets. So I'll see you guys on next week. I was about to say Monday. It's not going to be Monday. Sorry.